Hi, this is Mary.
And this is Nicole. We are both local MetroWest business owners, avid networkers, and supporters of our local community. My motto has always been shop local, support local, give local.
Okay, and since we can't do that physically right now, we want to find a way to network and still support local businesses. So we are innovating and doing this virtual way.
So Nicole is the owner of Photo Fabulous You, where she and her team make superstars on LinkedIn. Her business is located in Westboro, Mass, but she is always on the go. I see her traveling all the time, helping professionals and companies around the country. I've seen her team doing headshots at the Mass Conference for Women in Boston, in Texas, and even all the way out in California. So Nicole, I have some questions for you this morning.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here and doing this interview with you, Mary.
Awesome, thank you. I'm over here. We're not too far apart, but it
Yeah.
feels like we're far apart.
Yes.
So I actually have known Nicole for a long time, and I know we're all struggling in different ways with this COVID and how we're dealing with it business-wise. I guess I would ask Nicole, what has been the most challenging part for you personally and professionally since the start of the pandemic?
Yeah, so I think one of the parts is that to be staying true to myself as far as like exercising goes and eating right. So that's one personal struggle. But on the business struggle, I mean, things just shift. So I am not doing any photo shoots right now, but I'm still working with my assistant. So figuring out how we can work remotely together is probably been one of the business challenges I've had so far. But as far as like keeping busy, there's so many things to do on the business level. So just reorganizing myself and keeping structured. So on a personal level as well on a business level, that's I think the most challenging part for me right now.
Totally makes sense. So can you share what was the last photo shoot you worked on?
Yeah, so last one actually was in Boston. So this was I would say like probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago now, but it was in Boston for Schneider Electric. That was our last photo shoots. We were doing headshots there. So
Awesome. Do you miss having a commute? I think most
yes, the
people don't
commute
miss
into
that.
Boston. Yeah. Well,
So
you yeah, you just have to
sorry.
go very early, I guess, and yeah, then you'll be fine. And you just have to prepare yourself. I'm not doing it every day, so for me, it's not as bad having to do that once in a while.
Awesome. Well, you're lucky on that front. Um, so it looks like you do a lot of headshots. Can you share? Do you and your team do other photography, or is that your niche?
Yeah, so Photo Fabulous You is really known for headshots. So we do that at conventions for businesses, but we also do. We recently got more into product photography. So photographing big machinery, and I mean we are still being asked right now to do some product photography, but we're just not doing anything right now. So just thinking about the logistics of you're still interacting with humans, and so product photography is a big thing for us. It has started in the past 2 years. And we love that. So it could be big machineries, it could be like servers, it could be small microchips that we're photographing. We recently did a shoot for a company that was bought by Cisco, and we also do a lot of pharmaceutical companies here. So that's one of the alleys we are really strongly heading into, as well as a lot of corporate events. So we're covering corporate events. Sometimes they really merge into each other. So we're doing some headshots and sometimes combined with some corporate event coverage. So yeah, I think those are our big things. Lifestyle photography has gotten bigger. So a little bit more than just headshots, but that's the core. Headshots definitely. You all need them.
That is true. And sometimes I look at them and it's like, ooh, that person, when was the last time they updated them? They need to find Nicole. So that's a good point for people to remember. You do need to update these. Not that any of us is aging, right, Nicole?
No.
So I know last week you shared a whole bunch of COVID-19 survival tips, and they were awesome. And a lot of them I've started to implement myself. Is there maybe one more tip you can share with us?
Yeah, so I thought about this more and more as I'm going through my house and thinking about, okay, I only use certain forks and knives when guests come over, but why don't you treat yourself to drinking out of that special glass of champagne glass, or treating yourself to that special bottle of wine right now? Like, why does it have to be a super special occasion? So maybe that would be my tip, to not wait. And I think that's even like a good tip to build into your daily life, to, treat yourself for with the special little things around your life, even if it's just a glass of champagne, a special glass of champagne that you have sitting in your cupboard, or that special guest plates and forks and knives that you use just for your guests. So treat yourself. Maybe that's a good one.
I like that. I like that. My husband is from a big Irish family and they call it the family holdback. You have to save the good stuff for the guests. And then only after all the guests are served can you come in and get a portion. So I guess this is family holdback is off the table in your thinking. I love it. So my last question for you, Nicole, is what is the first thing that you want to do when life gets back to normal?
Yes, yes, and we are all waiting for when that will be, and yeah, I think it creates a lot of anxiety. So I think for me, I definitely want to take a look in booking a flight to go home to Germany so I can give my parents a big hug. So that's that's been on my mind. So you just see in all of this how much you cherish and value your family and your friends. And I think for me, I miss my parents. I obviously just went to see them in February, but um, that's on my mind right now. So first thing that I want to do is book a flight to Germany.
Awesome. I don't blame you. It's hard not to be able to see our family members when this is all going on. So
Yeah.
excellent. Well, those are all my
Awesome.
questions for you, Nicole. Thank you so much for sharing.
Great. I really enjoyed this. Thanks so much, Mary.
Excellent.